a lot of people that hit the wall, like athletes, when they hit the wall, it's not because of their cardiovascular capacity, it's because they've reached their breathing capacity. The diaphragm fatigues. When the diaphragm fatigues, it steals blood flow from the legs. It's a survival thing, and then the legs go. But we're not thinking of it like that. We're not tying breathing training to endurance, for example. So if you take two versions of you, one's trained breathing and one hasn't, same given level of intensity, just jogging. One version of you is breathing 60 times a minute, the other's breathing 40 times a minute. Who's going to have better endurance?
Yeah.
Well, there's a huge energy cost associated with breathing 20 times more per minute because these are big muscle groups. Massive effect in terms of endurance and a massive effect in terms of recovery. Go watch the fights. UFC fighters go back to the corner. What's the first thing the coach says? Breathe, breathe. You hear it all of the time. And so in this course and in our training, we teach people to use their breathing not only for better endurance, not only for better focus and calm, but also to recover rapidly. Because if you think when you need to recover, shift from the red to the blue rapidly, what do you have access to? It is your breathing.
Yeah.
It is controlling your breathing rate and depth. And this is stuff that we can all access. If you want to, like one little tip, if you want to really improve your breathing capacity, do zone 2 cardio, go for a walk, light jog, nasal breathing only, nose in, nose out. Watch your breathing capacity go through the roof. First of all, it'll be, when you try this, it'll be difficult, especially if you're used to mouth breathing. Why do we mouth breathe during rest recovery and low intensity exercise? Because it's easy. Bigger hole, less resistance to airflow. Nose, smaller hole, more resistance to airflow. But the more resistance is pulling the air deeper into the base of the lungs for better oxygenation. There's a gas in here in the paranasal sinuses called nitric oxide, which when you breathe through your nose, it carries that gas into your lungs. That transfers from your lungs over into your blood vessels and dilates blood vessels. So there's all these awesome intricate things that are happening with nasal breathing that you don't get with your mouth. Mouth should be reserved for medium to high intensity exercise when you need to shift large volumes of air. And so, yeah, listeners, if you want to give it a try, just go for a walk and maintain nasal only breathing. You should be able to maintain nasal in, nasal out when you walk, zone 2 cardio. So now not only are you getting the positive effects in terms of the cardiovascular system, you're also building your breathing capacity. And when you build your breathing capacity, it has a massive effect on your cardiovascular capacity. And the interesting thing about the human body is you can have shit-house breathing and be really fit. I've seen it so many times. The body is an adaptive machine, man. If you are, if you're over-breathing, it'll just compensate it at the other end. But that has there's a massive cost associated with that, and that is the cost on your nervous system. It's putting a lot of stress and pressure on your nervous system, a lot of stress and pressure on your cardiovascular system. It affects your recovery, predisposes you to injury, poor sleep, all of these ripple-on effects, right?